Yuta Okotsu, the second strongest sorcerer of the modern day and the possessor of the most powerful curse, Rika. To understand how Yuta became this legendary, we have to begin with his origin. Unbeknownst to him, Yuta is the descendant of Michizane Sugawara, a powerful curse user turned vengeful spirit. Due to this, he possesses vast amounts of curse energy, having the second highest in the series, with many describing his reserves as bottomless. This stayed true even as a child. In his younger years, Yuta met his childhood love, Rika Orimoto. During this time, she would give a ring to Okotsu, symbolizing their promise to get married in the future. This promise wouldn't last for long, however, as shortly after, Rika would die in a horrific car accident, right in front of Yuta. The child completely refused this outcome and, overcome by emotion, cursed his dead partner. See, in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, if a character is not killed with the use of cursed energy, then they have the chance to come back as a vengeful spirit. Vengeful spirits have even greater power than regular curses, but even so, Rika is different. Love is the greatest curse of all, and in a combination of Yuta's immense energy awakening, plus his love for Orimoto, the Queen of Curses was born. Spirit Rika has just as much energy as Okotsu, is far more durable than him, and that's just in her lowest state. For 6 years, she haunted Okotsu every day, messing with his emotions and drawing in curses with her powerful energy, and hurting the people who threatened him, leading Yuta to isolate from everyone he knew. Rika wouldn't even let Okotsu kill himself when he wanted. However, this was all until he met the one person that could handle them, Satoru Gojo. Gojo immediately enrolled Yuta into Jujutsu High, with both he and Rika being classified as special grade upon entry. A reminder that special grade is the highest class of strength in the JJK world, and only 3 other humans have had it. Then, with 1 year of training later, Yuta lived up to this title, being able to defeat Suguru Gedo, a fellow special grade. In this battle, Okotsu kissed Rika and severed the curse between them. Now, many get hung up on the part where Yuta says that breaking the curse will cause him to lose Rika. This was kinda retconned upon his reintroduction, where it's explained that the Rika we see present day is just a parting gift from Orimoto herself. Basically, the soul of Rika Orimoto has been set free, with the curse spirit being left behind. So now with all of that set up, we can get into how the second strongest sorcerer operates. As said before, Yuta's cursed energy reserves are massive. While he isn't physically gifted like Yuji or Toji, he uses his energy to enhance that stat. When performing this, curse users' attacks can be predicted because of their energy flow, but that's not the case for Yuta. His whole body is surging with curse energy, making his attacks unreadable. In terms of energy output, Okotsu is no slouch either, being able to clash with Ryu Ishigori, the person with the highest output in the series. Even on the most basic level, Yuta is extremely skilled with his main weapon, the katana. Oh, and when that's taken away, he's a top hand-to-hand fighter capable of performing Black Flash. So while Yuta is already a monster, jumping is his main strategy, which is where Rika comes in. Like I said earlier, Rika has just as much energy as Okotsu and is more durable than him. It can also assist Yuta in battle, basically making all of his fights a 2v1. Due to it being a cursed spirit, Rika can heal in addition to firing bolts of cursed energy and changing its size, although that last part isn't really explained. This is all in the spirit's lowest state, as Rika has 2, partial and full manifestation. The partial stage isn't really that crazy, as it can only assist in basic offense. However, Yuta does show that he can summon the spirit multiple feet away from him. Full manifestation is when the duo gets serious. When connected to Rika through his ring, the following is possible: full formation of the curse, an energy amp from Rika, an armory of curse tools, and lastly, usage of his actual curse technique. Yeah, we're just getting to that. In addition to this, Rika can power up when angry, as seen when it opens its eye. While Yuta's connection with it can only last for 5 minutes, that's usually enough time to finish his opponent. This being mostly due to his curse technique. One word: Copy. Yuta's innate power makes him the most versatile character in the series. It's said multiple times that the user's curse technique is located in the brain. Having too many abilities can overload the brain, and for perspective, this limit is implied to be 3 or 4. With Rika though, Akotsu has external storage, leading to him having 7 curse techniques, and that's just the ones we know of. So yes, I'll go through all of them just for you guys. Curse speech was copied from Inumaki, allowing Yuta to use empowered words to attack. Akotsu can seemingly use the technique better than Toge as well, being able to summon a megaphone to enhance it. Sky manipulation, copied from Uro, allows him to manipulate space, but this isn't full space control. The power is just a lens distortion, allowing objects to return to form as soon as the technique is over, though he can use it offensively by cracking the space in front of someone. Technique extinguishment was copied from Angel, allowing Yuta to negate all curse techniques, including barriers. Packaged with that is Jacob's Ladder, a giant beam of light that almost killed Sukuna. Speaking of Sukuna, Yuta has even copied his cleave attack, he has precognition with G Warstaff, and finally, he can not only create Shikigami, but also use their orbits to form a domain around a target. Yes, this mini domain even has a sure hit, meaning if the target is in between Yuta and the Rika bats, they will be hit. Now, you may be asking, well, for such an OP ability, what are the crazy conditions to copy a technique? I don't fucking know. What is this, Yuta's powers explained? Oh fuck. It's implied that Akotsu copies a power when Rika, maybe himself, touches the opponent. You may also be asking, well, if it's so easy and there's seemingly no limit to it, why doesn't he just copy everyone's power? I still don't fucking know. If Yuta copied every curse technique he encountered, he would be unstoppable. But this is Jujutsu Kaisen, so there has to be some type of balancing to his powers, is what I would be saying if we didn't have 2 sections left. In contrast to his innate power, Yuta also has reverse curse technique. While he doesn't have an exact inversion to his curse technique like Gojo, Akotsu can still use basic RCT to an astounding degree. With his first usage of the ability, he was able to heal entire limbs of his fallen comrades. A reminder that using RCT is only half as effective on others as it is oneself, so Yuta can restore his body even greater than that. In addition, since RCT is lethal to curses, he can one-shot them easily. High tier special grade spirits can't avoid this either, as seen when he blew up Kurorushi with one kiss. Bro, what the fuck is up with this guy? Domain expansion. At last, we get to Akotsu's ace in the hole, his all or nothing ability. Authentic mutual love creates a land of barren structures littered with katanas. All blades created by the domain contain one of Yuta's copied techniques. However, he doesn't know what power it is until he touches one. A common misconception is that the swords are the sure hit attack of the domain. That's false. Instead, Yuta chooses only one of his stockpiled abilities to become the sure hit attack. The katanas are there for storing every other curse technique. I'll use the battle at Shinjuku as an example. Akotsu utilized technique extinguishment as the sure hit attack in order to negate Sukuna's powers. Sukuna then used an anti-domain ability to avoid this. Even so, Yuta could still attack him with his katanas, which stored every other curse technique besides technique extinguishment. Hopefully that made sense, because you know this shit is confusing, bro. Now, after the usage of a blade's power, said blade will disappear. However, the number of swords in the domain is unlimited. It should also be mentioned that Yuta doesn't need to fully manifest Rika for his expansion. During his entire bout with Sukuna, this was just something that was left on the table. Akotsu probably deduced that fully manifesting Rika probably wouldn't make that much of a difference, especially since he can just access his curse technique through his domain instead. A very interesting decision for him to make, but I guess as the second strongest sorcerer, you have many options. After all, Yuta is a fighter that excels in almost every aspect of Jujutsu, as well as having a godlike partner and the most versatile curse technique. While it does seem like he's down for the count after his fight with Sukuna, I don't think this is the last we'll see of him. Unlike that white-haired fraud. Bye bye!